Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today friends, I hope that first of all you all are doing great. Today we are going to discuss on a topic that how to make search on a Naukri.com. As you all are aware that recently the new version of the Naukri.com has released in March 2022. So in this version we will see there are some structures, some functions have released that are very helpful and new one. So that's why I thought that let's create a new video on a topic that how to make search on a Naukri.com. Okay friends, so before going further, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, click on bell icon and like and comment also. So let's move to the further without delaying any more now. Friends, this is a page of the Naukri.com. Once I click on the search resume, we will find there is a page where there is a page. Here we need to mark, here we need to mention the mandatory requirement, mandatory skill set, whatever is required as per our job description. So I have already a job description in which the given by the client. Our requirement is that we need a front end developer. The mandatory technologies they have mentioned, that is a having experience either in React, Angular, JavaScript experience mandatory, HTML, CSS experience is mandatory. Experience range they need 3 to 8 year. Location is pan India. As per our job description, we will make a search. So in a keyword, let's start with a keyword column. In this column, let's mention the whatever the words are mandatory, just mention HTML, CSS, React. Next is Angular. There is a simple rule that whatever the words are mandatory, just click on the star button. HTML mandatory, CSS mandatory. I am not going to mark the React and Angular as starred because client has said that we need a person having experience either in React and Angular. That's why I have not marked React and Angular. Now once I click on the search candidates, the resume will come in which the HTML and CSS would be mentioned, but the resume will come having experience either in React or Angular. Means React or Angular, just like any, the resume will come having the candidate having experience either in React or Angular. So there is a simple rule, whatever the words you have marked as star, so these words are like must, or React and Angular are not must. So either React or Angular will be there in the resume of the candidate. Let's see. I just click on the search candidates. You will see here like HTML, CSS. In every resume you will find HTML, CSS is mentioned. Here also HTML, CSS mentioned, or resumes are there in which having experience either in Angular and React, because we have told look, once you click on this arrows, you will find that HTML, CSS are mandatory, React and Angular are not starred. It means the resumes are there having experience either in React and Angular. Once I click on the modify, I will go back to the my search. So I hope it is clear that whatever words are mandatory, just click on the star button. If the words are not mandatory, just mention that React or Angular. It means the resume will come having experience in React and Angular. Next is the add exclude keyword. Exclude keywords means the word here we need to mention that word which we do not want in the candidate resume. Like I have mentioned the Java, because I do not want the candidate having experience in the Java technology, because our requirement is a front end developer. I do not want the candidate having experience in Java, so I have mentioned Java in the excluded keyword. Now there is a different word, that IT skills. As I have marked the HTML, CSS as a mandatory keyword. Okay, so here I have an option that if like to mention the experience, suppose that HTML is mandatory, I just clicked on the star. Here we need to mention the experience. Suppose that I am looking a person having at least 1 year, having at least like 1+ year experience in the HTML. So I click the 1+ years. If I click on the CSS as a star, or mention the experience like 1+ year. So here like we have a option that we can just mention the experience range of the technology. So I want the candidate having experience in HTML CSS at least like 1+ year. Okay, so we can mention the experience of the technology. We can mention the other IT skills as well, like if I want the React, so I can click on the React as well, but I do not want the React because our requirement is just having experience either in React and Angular. So I hope that it is clear that here we need to mention the experience range of the required IT skills. Experience the client has given, that is a 3 to 8 year. So let me mention 3 to 8 year. Okay. Location, I have location they have given the pan India. So click anywhere in India. Suppose that our requirement is that only Pune location is there, so just simply mention the Pune and click on the include candidate who prefer to relocate the above location. Means the candidate, now the resume will come whose preferred location is Pune. Wherever they are sitting anywhere in India, if they are ready to relocate to the Pune, so that resume will also appear in our search. Okay, so now I am not going to click on the Pune location because our requirement is anywhere in India. I just simply click on anywhere in India. Salary range, they have not mentioned the budget actually. Let me take the idea. Experience range is 3 to 8 years, so I have mentioned the 20 lakh per annum, and here like 8 lakh per annum. In this like we can mention 8.5 as well. In the previous version of the Naukri, that option was not available of the 0.5. In the new version we have seen the 8.5 and 20.5. In 0.5 also we can like make our search. So we have found this option in the new version of the Naukri.com. Here another version option that include candidates who did not mention their current salary. Some candidates are also available in the market that who do not like to mention their current package. So if I click on this button, so I will get the resume in which their current salary is not mentioned, but I do not want to click on this. Okay. In the employment details, there are many like functions are available, like what functional area. Our requirement is like engineering and software. We are looking a engineering person. Okay, hardware and network, whatever you can choose, the IT and information security. If I click on the engineering, so you will find a further like options available. Anyways, I do not want to mention anything in the functional area. Industry, what kind of industry? Either it is IT services, consulting, or BPO analytics. So I want the candidate like from the background of IT services and consulting. So I click on this. Company, if I want in the company, you can mention that I want the candidate from the TCS company. So you will once you click on the TCS, so the resume will come who are working currently in the TCS company. Once I click on the boolean, so you can mention that current company, previous company, current previous company. Means the person have worked earlier or currently working in the TCS, that resume will come. If I want a person currently working in the TCS, so I can click on the this button. Here another option is add the exclude company. Suppose that I am working for the entity data company, so I do not want candidate currently working in the entity data, so I will click on this. I click on the boolean search there, so I do not want the ex candidate of the entity data as well. Means I do not want the person who have like worked in the entity previously as well, so I will click on this button. Anyways, I am going to remove this TCS because my I want the every candidate working in apart from the TC entity data company, so I have removed this. Here if you want to mention the designation, like if I want a person whose current designation mentioned as a front-end developer, so I will click on the front-end developer, like front-end developer trainee, developer like analyst. In this way I can mention the designation. Well, I'm not going to click on this because Designation doesn't matter, whatever the these mandatory skill set mentioned, that is mandatory. Okay. Next is the notice period. If I want a person having experience, this is a new option in the Naukri portal. I can find a person having having notice period more than 3 months, 1 month, 2 months, 0 to 15 days, 3 months. My requirement is like that. I'm looking a person having the notice period max up to 1 month. So I just clicked on 0 to 15 days, 1 month, and currently serving notice period. In education, we also have the multiple options. If you want a person any UG qualification, PG qualification, so you can click on this. So my requirement is not like that. Like here it is not mentioned something related to the education. Okay. In the diversity and additional details, you will find sometimes we get the requirement in which only the female candidates are required. So I may click on this button. If the male candidates are required, so here we can click on male. Anyways, I'm going to click on the all candidates. Okay. Candidate category, we can, if I'm looking a person the category having ST, SC, so we can choose this option. Age of the candidate, suppose that we do not want the person having age more than 50 years, so you can mention this here. Job type and employment type, if the show candidate seeking means the show only those candidates who are looking for the permanent job. So I will, once I click on this option, so I will find the CVs who are seeking the role for permanent opportunity. Okay. In the diversity details, what kind of candidates you want, all the candidates, yeah, newly registered in the Naukri portal, or they have modified the resume, so we can click on this option as per our wish. So I want all the candidates. Here also we have option like show only candidates with verified mobile number, attached resume, verified email ID. You can click verified email ID. Well, now I have put all the required details in our search box. Okay. Here I have mentioned the keywords, whatever the keywords are required, excluded keywords, IT skills I have mentioned. Now let me click on the search candidate. Here we will find the relevant resume. I have found the 13,550 we have found the resume. Okay. Here one is also there, like JavaScript. I have not mentioned the JavaScript in my search. You can, once you click on here, so you will find that what exactly I have mentioned: HTML, CSS, React, Angular, but JavaScript I have not mentioned. So I will refine. Here we have an option to refine further. Here I am going to mention the JavaScript in different way. Candidate can mention the JavaScript in 2 to 3 ways. So I have mentioned JavaScript by without any gap, by giving the hyphen, and by giving the gap, like JavaScript. Okay, I have done mistake. JavaScript. Okay, I just click on the refine search. Now I have mentioned these words JavaScript in a different way, because candidate can write in any way. Now I'm going to click on the refine search. Okay, some error occurred. Let me check what is the error. Okay, JavaScript. Now let me click on the search, refine search. So I have found a relevant resume now. Look guys, so all the resumes containing the HTML, CSS, JavaScript also there. Here you have option active in, looking a person who is currently active in last within 30 days. So once I click on this, look, the resume, the quantity of the resume has reduced to 873. The new options are also available here. I just show you some option, to forward further. If I want to forward this resume further, I can forward it. if I want to save this resume, add to the regex folder. If I click on the regex folder and mention the name, no folder added. First I need to create another one. I click on the front end developer. So it means I have moved this resume into my folder. So like if I do not have a time but I'm really liking this profile, so I can move this resume in the regex folder created by me. Okay, so I can later on like check it. So I hope guys, like you might have, if you have any query related to making the search, then please do let me know in the comment box. I will clarify this. Okay, you will see that in all the resume we have like CSS, JavaScript is mentioned. As per our requirement, we have made the relevant search. Now we can start profiling, screening. Okay, if you have any doubt, please let me know guys. Thank you for watching this video. Today topic is done. Please subscribe my channel also if you have liked this.